Hey everyone. Welcome to Power Brain TV. Subscribe for more videos and get faster notification of the video. Please like, subscribe, comment and share. Class 8 Anupam Social Science History Chapter 3 Ruling the Countryside. Questions and Answers. Exercise 1. Multiple choice questions. Tick the correct answer. 1. Which one of the following systems of revenue collection was not introduced by the British in India? A. Naqshbandi. B. Rayotwari. C. Mahalwari. D. Ijardari. Answer A. Naqshbandi. 2. The permanent settlement was introduced in Bengal in A. 1784. B. 1787. C. 1793. D. 1798. Answer C. 1793. 3. Which of the following land revenue systems made Zamindar the owner of the land? A. Permanent settlement. B. Rayotwari system. C. Mahalwari system. D. Yardari system. Answer A. Permanent settlement. 4. Who devised the Mahalwari system? A. Lord Cornwallis. B. Colonel Sleeman. C. Holt Mackenzie. D. Warren Hastings. Answer C. Holt Mackenzie. 5. Which one of the following was not a specialized crop to be grown for direct sale in the market? A. Wheat. B. Cotton. C. Jute. D. Indigo. Answer A. Wheat. 6. In which year was the Indigo Commission appointed by the British government? A. 1857. B. 1859. C. 1867. D. 1869. Answer D. 1869. Fill in the blanks. 1. The Ijardari system was introduced during the tenure of Warren Hastings. 2. The permanent settlement system was introduced by Lord Cornwallis. 3. In the Rayotwari system, the settlement was made by the government with the ryots. 4. To avoid ejection from land, the peasants had to borrow money from the moneylenders. 5. The demand for indigo increased in late 18th century Britain because of industrialization. 6. The Champaran movement was against indigo planters. 3. Right, true or false? 1. As a result of the British policies, Indian handicrafts flourished. Answer, false. 2. Lord Wellesley introduced the permanent settlement in Bengal. Answer, false. 3. Peasants rose in rebellion against the British policies. Answer, true. 4. India's wealth was being taken off to Great Britain by the British, which is called drain of wealth. Answer, true. IV. Give short answers to the following questions. 1. What was the main result of British economic policies? Answer, British economic policies gave them a monopoly over India's large market and cotton resources. India served as both a significant supplier of raw goods to British manufacturers and a large captive market for British manufactured goods. 2. What do you understand by Rayotwari system? Answer, Rayotwari system. In this system, the peasants or cultivators were regarded as the owners of the land. They had ownership rights, could sell, mortgage or gift the land. The taxes were directly collected by the government from the peasants. The rates were 50% in dryland and 60% in the wetland. 3. How was the Mahalwari system different from the permanent settlement? Answer, under the permanent settlement, the zamindars were given the charge of collecting revenue from the peasants and paying it to the company. But in the Mahalwari system, this charge was given to the village headman. 4. Name the 3 land revenue settlements introduced by the British. Answer. 3 major systems of land revenue collection existed in India. They were Zamindari, Rayotwari and Mahalwari Act. It was introduced in provinces of Bengal, Bihar, Orissa and Varanasi. 5. Name 2 commercial crops grown by the planters during the British period. Answer. The British persuaded or forced cultivators in various parts of India to produce crops that would bring them profit. Jute in Bengal, tea in Assam, sugarcane in Uttar Pradesh, wheat in Punjab, cotton in Maharashtra and Punjab, rice in Madras. 6. Who wrote Neel Darpan and what was the subject matter of this play? Answer. The correct answer is Dinabandhu Mitra. The famous writer Dinabandhu Mitra was writing the play Neel Darpan in 1860. Mitra's play Neel Darpan was about the plight of indigo farmers. Indigo Revolt 1858 in Bengali was the revolt of the indigo farmers against the indigo planters. We answer the following questions. 1. What do you understand by the permanent settlement? Describe its main features. Answer. The key features of permanent settlement. The owners of the land were known as landlords or zamindars. Hereditary rights of succession of the lands under them were granted to them. The sum which the landlords had to pay was fixed. The zamindars could sell or transfer the land as they wished. 2. Why did the ryots not want to grow indigo? Explain. Answer. The ryots were reluctant to grow indigo because the price they got for the indigo they produced was very low. The planters insisted that indigo be cultivated on the best soils in which peasants preferred to cultivate rice. 3. Examine critically the effects of the land revenue systems introduced by the British. Answer. Consequences of the British land revenue systems. Due to the very high taxes, farmers resorted to growing cash crops instead of food crops. This led to food insecurity and even famines. Taxes on agricultural produce were moderate during pre-British times. The British made it very high. 4. What were the causes of the Indigo Revolt? Answer. The production of indigo was not at all beneficial to the farmers, which became the cause of the Indigo Revolt. The poor farmers were forced and tortured to grow indigo unprotected from the indigo planters. If the peasants refused to do so, the indigo planters used to seize the property of the peasants. 5. What do you understand by commercialization of agriculture? Why did the British ask the peasants to cultivate cash crops? Answer. Commercialization of agriculture in India began during the British rule. The British had come to India as traders. They were looking for profitable trading opportunities. Hence, they introduced the cultivation of cash crops like opium, tea and indigo, as they could make large profits by trading these crops. 6. What do you understand by drain of wealth? In what ways was the wealth drained from India to England? Answer. The drain of wealth was interpreted as an indirect tribute extracted by Imperial Britain from India year after year. According to the nationalist calculations, this chain amounted to 1/2 of the government revenues, more than the entire land revenue collection and over 1/3 of India's total savings. Thanks for watching with Power Brain TV. Please subscribe.